G'day legends, and thanks for tuning in. This week's video, I'm up the block, getting stuck into a few different projects. So do yourself a favour, grab a couple of your coldie, kick back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alrighty, so first cab off the rank, what I'm going to do is get all these body panels off the AS, take them down the back, get them stacked up, and then what I'm thinking about doing is I've got an old timber pile down the back that's got to be burnt, and this timber tray is rotten, so I'm going to rip the floor out of this thing and get her on the timber pile and move on to the next job, eh? Alrighty, that's that project sorted. So back in the truck and on to the next one, eh? Alrighty, so next move I'm going to do is do a bit of a clean up out the front here. I've got these two front clips here. This one's off an AS truck. That's off the D series that's in the shed. What I'm going to do is put the that tray on the forklift, load these front ends up and go and chuck them on the back of the big D5 end out the back, eh? Let's get this forklift. Rightio, now that I made a bit of space out here, plan is I'm going to move the D series out. That's the chassis that's going to get the Detroit. Going to move it out onto the apron here. Then I'm going to move the C series cab that's sitting on the Holden chassis. Going to move it across a bit, and then I'll move the truck I'm building for the missus out on the apron as well. That way, because the cab needs to be lifted off the AR as well, and the cab needs to be lifted off the D series. So if I move them out here, I've got plenty of height to use the forky, or even roll them out on the grass, be able to use the forky at full mast. So like I say, I'll move them out here, move the C series on the Holden chassis across, move the International V8 back inside because it goes with it, have a bit of a clean up, and then yeah, move on to the next project, eh? Right, yeah, so as you can see, the cleanup's worked a treat. I should be able to work in here pretty efficiently now. So I even snagged the hole now, the corner there. I've got to cut a hole in the wall to make access to the ablution block out the back. So that's why I sort of snagged it out. No immediate plans to work on it. But yeah, really happy with how this has all turned out. Got a couple of extra jobs that I've got to finish off out the back. So let's rip into it, eh? Alrighty legends, so this was going to be the end of this video, but yous have spoken and I've listened. You want longer videos? Well, you've got what you've asked for, because this has turned into a longer video. First off, I'm going to go into town. I've got to pick up some parts, so I'm actually going to take the camera in and show you a quick little walk around of the parts shop where I get all my bits. You'll be a bit surprised what they keep in stock. So let's bounce into town and then get these bits, head back out the block and get stuck into the rest of these jobs, eh? So let's do it. Alrighty legends, so we made it into town to the parts shop, Cheaper Auto Spares. Now this is where I get all my parts from, but don't get it twisted, this isn't just a place to get brake pads for your mum's Camry. This is like Aladdin's cave in here. It doesn't look like it from the outside, but I mean they've got everything in there, and especially like performance stuff, yeah, 4x4 stuff, truck stuff, whatever. I'll show you inside, show you a look around, and yeah, you're gonna be amazed. Let's go inside, eh? Alrighty legends, so we're back out of town. I hope you enjoyed that little video of going to Cheaper Auto Spares, showing you around, showing everything they got. It's pretty surprising what they've actually got in stock there. Great service, great prices, so if you're local to Townsville or Cairns, head in and check them out. You'll get what you need, and yeah, they'll look after you. They'll get back in the trucks, eh? Rightio, so those of you who may not be familiar with this thing, this is the AR International I'm going to build for my wife. This is obviously the cab that's got to come off it. I've previously cut the roof off it. That's the cab that's going to go on it. We're still debating whether we do patina or a nice paint job on that one. I'm leaning towards patina. But anyway, what I've got to do is rip this old cab off, and I'll probably rip that engine and gearbox out at the same time. Want to get those out of the road, and I want to at least sit the cab on the chassis and yeah, get the old stuff out of the road. Once that's done, I'm looking to move on to the Detroit build. I want to get this old cab off. That D-Series cab is going away. And if you can see over there, the AT4 cab over there, that's the one that we're going to put on this thing. It's going to, yeah, switch from an International to a Dodge, and yeah, going to have the 6V53 power in it, so that's going to be cool. Couple little jobs that I want to get done, get out of the road. Been talking about it for a little while, so yeah, let's rip into it and start with this ender, eh? So I got the bolts out of the front mount, so it was pretty straightforward. But these rear ones, yeah, turned into a bit of a drama. So gonna fire up the blue tongue hot spanner, yeah, get rid of those rear mount bolts and get this cab off, eh? as you can see, got it, the engine out, chassis off, all that jazz. I'll have a quick clean up, then I'll, yeah, gonna slide the cab that's gonna live on this thing forward, get it sitting where it's about to, and then we'll move on to the next project, eh? Rightio, so cab's roughly sitting where it needs to be. It's sitting on the rear mounts, but I need to pinch the front mounting plates off the other cab I just took off to get this thing sitting up and where it needs to be, but that's going to be good for now. So I'm going to move on to the D series, whip off the engine mount bolts, steering shaft, and whatever wiring and whatever else is left on this thing, and yeah, whip it off and move on to the next contract, eh? So another set of body mounts. Alrighty, so I got those front mounts off. Now it's time to rip these rears off. It's probably going to drop a little bit when I release the bolts, but I'll keep my fingers out the road. She should be right. Help if I get the right socket. Probably want to drop with this one. No, winning. Alright, let's try this other side. Alright, that should be the cab release. Like I say, I'll just find whatever wiring and cables and whatever else still connected, release them, and yeah, get rid of this cab. Alrighty, that worked out pretty good. Got that cab off, as you can see. Pretty straightforward. The plan was to go and grab that white AT4 cab over there and fit on this chassis, but plan to change. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend the time, not now, in a later date, is strip this chassis down, because this thing used to be a tipper, as you can see. Get rid of all that, pull the tanks off it, degrease it, take everything off this thing we're not going to be using. Might even do the wheelbase conversion while I'm going, bring that diff forward. I want to get the Detroit fitted, Allison in, all that jazz before I go ahead and probably put that cab on. I got all the measurements I need. I can measure the other trucks too to work out where the cab's going to sit, so it's going to be a hell of a lot easier doing that engine install with that Detroit and that Allison with the cab off. And like I say, we can strip everything off it, clean it up, paint it, get the wheelbase conversion done, and then we'll slot the cab on. The cab's just going to be in the road for now, so what I'm going to do, we'll sneak down the back and I'll show you the next job, eh? Alright, got the Hemi ender fired up. Might as well take it down the back for a run. Beats walking anyway. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm heading down to the old C-Series down the back here, because I actually want to pull the grill. I want to pull the grill and the inserts and all that out of it to the front of this thing. Yeah, lucky she doesn't rattle, the old girl. Yeah, like I want to pull the front front grille, the headlights and the surrounds, all that jazz out for this thing. So yeah, it looks like we're just about there. So we'll pull up and yeah, start pulling some bits out, eh? Right, yeah, here we are. So this is what I'm talking about. I want to try and pull, yeah, the grille, the inserts, all that jazz off the front end of this thing, so I can put it on the Hemi-Inter. Hopefully it comes apart easy enough. That's probably unlikely, but anyway, I'll give it a go. And let me know in the comments. I just had a thought. What do you reckon about putting this bull bar? Well, it's not really a bull bar, it's a bumper bar that's been added to, but for the sake of calling it a bull bar, I'll call it a bull bar. You want to see that fitted to the Hemi-Inter? Let me know, because I mean, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Like, you can tell it was made probably in the 70s, so I don't know, it kind of looks pretty cool to me. But let me know if you want to see me transfer it on the Hemi-Inter. Anyway, let's get in this, pulling this grill off, eh? And like I thought, nothing wants to undo. So now I'm gonna have to yeah, work out how I can snap these bolts off, these captive nuts, whatever they are, yeah, to get this thing out. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Alright, we've had a bit of a failure. I can't get those bolts out. They're seized in there. I don't have a cordless grinder with me, so I've just hooked the tow rope up to this thing. See if I can drag it up the front to use the 240 grinder. The throttle's, dickey's a bit of an understatement with this thing. I don't really have a lot of throttle in this thing, so not sure if it's going to tow that thing, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Yeah, that was an epic fail. Take two. Alrighty, take two. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll give it a go. No, it's not happening. I'll have to have a bit of a think about this one. Alright, we brought out the big guns. We got the ram, got her in 4 low. Hopefully I got enough rope out. Really don't want to run into the back of this thing with that old ender, but we're going to try and see if we can jag him up. Oh yeah. Yeah, the ram's just idling in 4 low. It's getting a little bit close there. I might just jump out and see if I can get some more rope on this thing, hey? Things are happening. I'm doing a bit of 5 cent, 50 cent at the moment. It's kind of on the outside of the ram. It's kind of wanting to go that way, so I'm just sort of letting it do that because it's staying away from the back of the ram doing that. But yeah, this thing is just idling and 4 low. It's not mucking around. About the only time it goes in 4 lows when I'm doing stuff like this. So anyway, I'll see if I can get it close enough, which I think it probably just about is, and then I'll run some leads out to it, eh? See if I can snag that grill out of it, eh? Right, yeah, so we had a bit of success there, managed to tow this thing up here without, yeah, hitting the ram, so pretty happy about that. Got the grinder set up, so like I say, let's whip these, well, see if I can cut these bolts out and get this grill out of this thing, eh? Alrighty, the camera ran out of battery, so I'm not too sure how far you got up to there, but as you can see, had some success after all the drama, getting it up here, getting it out. it's finally done. So I'll fit this grill at a later date, not a big rush today, but yeah, happy with the progress I got done today. Got all those little loose jobs that I've been wanting to do for a while out of the road. So yeah, if you like what you see, if you can do us a favour, like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.